Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading today. We are using the Answer Oracle. Welcome, welcome. I am so grateful that you're here. My dogs are in my room with me, so if you hear any strange sounds, it's my dogs. They don't like it whenever I do readings and I'm by myself for a long time. They like to be with me, so I apologize in advance if you hear any sounds. It's just my dogs. So our first card is loneliness, emptiness, depression, wondering, and gap period. All right, so I feel like this isn't you. I feel like this is somebody associated with you. That there's a loneliness here. Yeah, well, the energy coming in with this one is that person created their own storm. That person chose to act and behave in the manner that they chose to act and behave in. So don't allow this energy to make you feel guilty. Don't allow this energy to make you feel like you owe this person something or that um sometimes people show their true colors and it just takes a while for us to catch on because we want to see everybody in such a good light. But this person created their own storm. So let them sit wherever they choose to sit. Let them be where they have chosen to be. This was their path that they chose to walk on. I think they may have expected you to behave differently, but you showed up for yourself. You put yourself first and you allowed this person to do whatever they wanted to do. You gave them space and allowed them to do whatever they needed to do. And because of that, the things didn't play out the way they thought. And now they're on the other end. And that's okay. Wish them well, but move on. Let's sage that energy, disconnect all cords, and call our power back to us. Send love to this situation and wish them healing. And maybe they had some growth, during this situation. Maybe they had some growth within them. But let's clear that energy from us, call our power back to us, and we are moving on with the fire energy. So you are recalibrating from this whole situation. And it's I don't feel that it's just pertaining to this particular situation, but I feel like there's been a lot that may have shifted in your life. You may have had some tower moments, but they were good tower moments, right? You have done the work to move forward on the path that you are being truly called on. You're calling your power back. The universe, excuse me, is giving you back your voice, giving you back your power, and you are standing in the true energy that is rightfully yours, right? And you are in a ceremony with yourself and with the creator that honors the fire within you. And there are no limits. Yeah, there's no limits now to what you can do, right? You have rediscovered an even deeper connection with yourself, with your ancestors, with your spiritual path. You are setting healthy boundaries. You are moving rapidly into a new beginning, and things are going to explode very quickly when it happens. You're going to have so much coming in, you're not going to know what to do next. It's going to come in so quickly, and you're just going to be amazed at where this takes you, right? And it's because you have finally loved yourself enough that you've cut out anything that comes at you with anything less than what you deserve, right? You are the seagull. You have grown your wings. You have flew from the situation instead of adjusting to the situation, instead of allowing the situation you know, to control you, to hurt you. You have realized that you have wings, that you can go up into the sky and you can relocate. You can see the bigger picture. You can go up and look down and see the true picture of everything going on, right? So you have the perseverance. You are fearless now. You have survived things that were supposed to take you out, and you have reclaimed your freedom. And this freedom doesn't involve allowing anybody else to take part. This freedom doesn't involve feeling pity for anybody who did you wrong. This freedom doesn't require you to accept somebody in your energy that doesn't deserve to be there, right? You will honor yourself, and when you honor yourself, you're going to instantly know who is meant to be there and who isn't, because you're going to feel it within your heart space. You're protected, so you're going to not be confused or manipulated, and you're going to know exactly who's meant to stand next to you when this freedom and this new beginning comes in. Right? Your body is healthy, you have healed your mind, you've healed your heart. You're going to open up a new door to a healthier you. You're going to have the time to exercise. You're going to have the peace of mind to get the deep sleep that you need. You're going to have the mental relaxation, because everything that has come against you that has not prospered, right, and has returned to sender is no longer going to be a block in your life. Your sleep is not going to be disturbed by people thinking that they have a right to come in to your energy in the sleep realm. Like, you're not going to have the nightmares, you're not going to have the interference, you're not going to have the boundary breakers, you're not going to have any of that, because you have leveled up to the point where they have no access. There is no access. They lived, they chose, they made the decisions, and now access is denied. And in that process, you have grown. You've understood what boundaries are and why they're important. You've loved yourself enough to where your ancestors are stepping up and protecting you because of all the work that you've done. And now you have the peace that nobody can come in and try to disturb. The peace that as soon as somebody comes in and even attempts to do something, they're going to get an instant repercussion. They're going to instantly know that you're not the one to mess with, right? And then we have run, chase, escape, and seek. So you are going to be running towards a new beginning. You're going to be so excited about what's coming in. And what you are seeking is seeking you, right? You are no longer the chaser. You're no longer chasing after anything. You have learned that when you connect with the divine, you can stand still and everything will come to you when it is meant to in divine time, and everything that isn't is you are protected from. You don't have to chase anything, because everything that you need is within you, and you know that. Anything outside of you, it's just a choice to have it there. You no longer chase anybody. You no longer chase anything. In fact, you're the opposite. If it requires you to chase it, then you don't even want it. If it requires you to give away your energy and cause you distress, you don't even want it, because you are smart enough now to know that if you have to chase after something, you're better off letting it go. And when whatever you're meant to have, it's going to come in alignment with you, right? So you've already got past that whole chase escape. You don't need to escape anything, because you've learned that you can go within to escape anything. You don't physically have to try to escape anything by going anywhere. You can go within you. And when you seek the healing within you, you no longer need to escape your surroundings or people. You can just escape within your mind space. And then wherever you are, you're always going to be safe. Because you're always going to be able to rise above the situation and see clearly and think clearly. Cooperation, acceptance, listening, teamwork, and a win-win. So you are working towards a new ability to work with others, right? You might be, for some of you, you might be a counselor. You might be stepping into a counselor position. You might be helping to empower others to do things, but you're going to be cooperating with your family, friends. You're going to be making new friends. You're going to be cooperating with yourself. You might have been in a battle with yourself on certain things, and now you're finally in alignment with your own inner self, and things are just going to come easy for you. You're not going to feel stressed. You're not going to feel the anxiety. There's teamwork coming in. So that tells me that the right people are going to be coming into your life now. You're going to experience the right energies for a change. You may have been in a situation your whole entire life where people all around you were just not the right energies, but they were teaching you to go within, to love yourself, to move past anything that's trying to block you, to heal yourself so that you can get away from these energies that you just did not feel aligned with, right? So all of it is for your highest good. You've been able to turn all of it around and build yourself from everything. And because of that, you're going to have the right people. You're going to have the people that's done the work as well coming in. There are people that have done their work. They've faced their shadows. They've done their work. They've healed their selves. And now they're going to come into your energy because they're in alignment with you, and that's going to allow you to have the teamwork that you need on a balanced scale. And like they said, it's a win-win. It's going to be a win-win because they're not wanting to see you lose. They're not competing against you. You're finally going to have people in your energy that want you to be happy, that want to see you rise because they rise too. You rise together, right? You're finally going to break free from the people who are all envying, and the people who think that they're entitled to certain things in your life and certain situations, like that entitlement or that depowerment. Some people are very depowering. When you do something, instead of giving you the credit that you deserve, they have to step in and be like, well, if it wasn't for me, this wouldn't have happened, or if it wasn't for me, that wouldn't, and they have to like depower you, or they got to be in the spotlight with you. You're no longer going to be subjected to those kind of people, right? They no longer are going to be allowed in your energy, because the divine, the creator that has this path orchestrated for you, that's done the work to orchestrate this path for you, they're no longer going to allow these people to come up with any excuses to mess with your heart space. The creator, the great spirit, knows that you are holding a fire within you that is powerful, and it is strong, and it is loving, and it needs protected. The work that you've done has not only been the work for yourself, but it has been the work for your ancestors, the work for your future generations, the work in the present moment. You've done a lot of work. And so now you are guided and protected and guarded. And anything that comes in that tries to do anything to that, they're going to be confronted. They're going to be stopped. The spiritual realm's going to step in. They're going to feel it. They're going to know it. They're going to realize that the games don't play here anymore. This person can't be manipulated or played, right? Maybe the universe might have allowed certain things to happen because it taught you to have more boundaries. It taught you to realize that not everybody is for your highest good. It taught you to take something that was meant to hurt you and to set with it and to feel it and to recover from it and to use it to build you, right? So like, you have went through the teachings, you've went through everything. And now you're being guarded and protected because your time is now. And the universe has worked so hard. The creator, your spirit realms, they've all worked so hard to get you here. They're not going to let something else come in and sabotage it, right? They're not going to allow that. You have done the teachings, you've received the teachings, right? So you got the win-win coming in. You're going to have people wanting to see you win. You're going to have people pushing you to be in the spotlight because they want to see you win, right? And when you win, your everybody around you wins. Everybody that you're supposed to integrate with wins. The creator, the great source, wins when you win, right? So you're going to see a huge transformation come in with your circle, with the people that you are dealing with, right? Yeah, your family, your roots, your bloodline, things are going to come together. The stuff that was meant to destroy you is going to fall apart, and the things that are meant to build you are going to come in stronger than ever. You're going to have the energy stronger than ever when it comes to the family, because everything that was going on behind the scenes to destroy you, to cause you problems, to complicate your life, it's no longer going to be there. So clarity is going to come out. Everybody's going to know everything. The truth is going to come out. And when it does, there's going to be so much clarity that it's going to clear the roots. It's going to go deep within everybody, and it's going to clear your bloodline, and it's going to show what really stands in the truth and in the light, right? And then that's going to help you rebuild what was trying to be taken away from you, what was trying to be destroyed, right? It'll all come back in. And that rebuilding isn't just rebuilding with you, but it's putting God's source in the middle, right? It's putting God's source within the foundation where you are building from love, from true love and true life force energy, right? You're not building from something that is manipulative or destructive, right? So we have bell, call, warn, wake up, signal. Yeah, your bells are going to be ringing, sirens going to be going off. Like there's not going to be no way to keep this silent. Whoever has been trying to silently come in and hurt you, it's not going to happen. Like when this happens, like everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know. The bells are going to be so loud that there's not going to be any way of denying that God, source, creator, spirit has ancestors have all been divinely working in this situation, right? And nothing is going to be able to be hidden again, right? The truth will come out, and nothing will be um, nothing will be distorted to the point where you can't rise above it, right? And it can't be hidden again. You won't be silenced again. Your voice will not be silenced. Okay? And I don't think anybody's going to mess with you after this, because they're going to see what happens when they go too far, when they think that they can hurt people, because when somebody hurts you, they hurt the creator. Your energy, you've worked so hard on yourself that it literally, when somebody hurts you, it goes all the way back through your ancestors, through your lineage, through the spirit realm. It goes all the way back, right? Nobody can hurt you without something happening in return. So comply. They're people might want you to follow rules. They might want you to do things a certain way, but the only thing you have to do is keep your eyes on the creator, keep your heart centered. Everything's going to work out. There are things that you can't see. You got this red carpet coming in for you. I see this as a red carpet. You're not going to have to worry about things. Your situation might actually change things. Your situation um might write new laws. It might show new paths. It might state new things that need to be seen. Or you might set a this red carpet might open up an opening for other people to also step up and share their stories, and then together transform things that are not right. So you have fusion, align, openness, harmony, collaboration. Yeah, again, your situation, this red carpet moment can open up doors to allow others to be able to follow you, to be able to have their red carpet moment, and then that in return is going to cause transformation. It's going to cause the towers to fall. It's going to cause the truth to come out, and you're going to rewrite history. You're going to make history. You're going to show the truth that should have been exposed in history. There's something definitely going on here. Never block your dreams, right? You have a right to dream. So let go of anything that tries to pull you down. Nightmares are even signs. So everything that you dream can be interpreted into something. So when you have a nightmare, when you have anything that comes in, nightmares are usually fears that need to be addressed, or nightmares can be um, a call for you to protect your peace, that something is trying to interfere with your dream state to cause you to have fear so that you don't do something, or you don't, act out. So protect yourself at night, protect your dream state, ask for your dreams to be protected, your sleep to be protected, right? And then whenever you do have something, just pay attention to your dreams. Make sure that you are honoring yourself and what truly calls to you and the messages that you're receiving, and um, pay attention to them, because a lot of times they are guidance. They're guiding you. They're giving you a heads up of what to pay attention to, of what to look forward to, of what to yield from. Yeah, they are allowing you to. Um, they're allowing you to take a moment to stop and pause and to see the truth in the situation, right? That's a big thing, is sometimes our dreams are the answered prayers that we are asking for. So don't just think a dream's a dream and dismiss it. Pay attention to the message. Look it up. See what it means to dream about this or dream about that. Sometimes you can get a better understanding of what it is that you might not have picked up on, right? So we have the witchy magic, and your closing card is facing and embracing something will you fear will supercharge your majestic magical powers. So facing and embracing something you fear will supercharge your magical powers. Yes, that comes back to the dream that we just talked about, right? Face your nightmares. What is it? What is it that's trying to come against you? What is it that's trying to put fear into your heart space, intimidate you, whatever it is? Face those fears. Don't run from them, right? Grab a hold of the situation and transform it, right? Become the alchemist in your dream life and in your real life, right? You control what happens next, right? How you might not be able to control all the time what happens to you, but you can control how you will let it affect you, how you will let it take your energy, how you will let it affect your life, your happiness, your peace, right? You can decide, you can set with that energy, you can process that energy, and you can decide how you're going to allow it to move in your life. And that's where your power is, right? That's where your strength to move forward is. Okay, so I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope to see you in the next one and have a great evening. Bye.